Is there anywhere an old treant can go to rest on his roots? Who dares disturb the serenity of Snowbeard? You will suffer for it. Enough. You've proven your mettle, Soft Skin. Why do you trouble an old treant so? Baba Yaga, you wish to visit the witch? If you will meet me back out in the bowels, I will show you why that is a problem. Baba Yaga lives behind here, in the Veiled Vale. The boughs block your path. Long ago, I could have parted them for you, but it is now forbidden. The Pyromancer, Detoli the Destroyer, will burn down the entire forest if I part the boughs. He has a scorched earth charm, a vile thing. If you are daring enough to enter the Destroyer's sunken tower and recover the charm, then I can part the boughs on your behalf.
I knew they'd send someone. I told them scorched earth magic could be Tunderia's greatest defense. But they wouldn't listen. Now they see the truth, don't they? And they've sent you to steal my research. Never! I'll reduce it all to cinders. You persist? What is it that you want? My scorched earth charm. Snowbeard put you up to this, didn't he? That old tree. I knew he'd try to pull something. Very well. I'll just incinerate him. After I incinerate you first. I never claimed the scorched earth charm would make me invincible. Go ahead, give it to Snowbeard. Tired of these snow treants anyways. I'll find another forest to terrorize.
You have the scorched earth charm. Ah, thank you, Softskin. Finally, I can stop living in constant fear of fire. The other snow treants will be slow to understand, but you have saved us, and now I shall fulfill my end of our bargain. There, the boughs are parted. You may enter the Veiled Vale. Proceed with caution, Softskin. The witch is far more fearsome than Detoli.
An eerie silence permeates this part of the forest. It's as if all the wildlife were holding its breath.
Oh, hey there. I think maybe you took a wrong turn somewhere. You're either lost or you're some kind of crazy wanderer. Where are you trying to get to? Wow, you're actually looking for the old witch? Sorry, that's just weird. Usually, people try to avoid her. Well, you found her house all right, but the witch isn't home. She's probably in her garden. But I wouldn't disturb her. She's not very nice. Like some of the snowmen around here. They're downright mean. Not all of them, of course, but I'd steer clear of the mean ones. Anyways, not my place to tell you what to do. If you want to see the witch, it's your choice. Her garden is right down the path over there.
The statue garden is snow-covered and silent. The witch is nowhere in sight. There are only snowmen, as still as the statues that loom overhead.
Well, now, isn't this something? Do my eyes deceive me? Or has a wizard from Ravenwood wandered into my garden? This is not a wizard garden, though. It's a statue garden, and my statues don't take kindly to tourists. Neither do I. formidable than you look. Yes, I'm impressed. That doesn't happen often. So, you want the old witch's counsel, do you? I suppose I could spare a few minutes. Meet me back at my house and we can talk. Might not like what I have to say, though. Might not. Well now, here we are. I'd say welcome to my humble home, but as you already know, you're really not welcome. This is my daughter, Mallory. Mallory, this young wizard came all the way from Ravenwood.
We actually met outside. What? Don't look at me that way. I've been taught not to trust strangers. I tried to warn you at least.
Well, wizard, you've gone to all this trouble to find me. What do you want? Yes, Bartleby sick, that is worrisome. Bartleby is ancient, older than the spiral, even older than the first world. Never heard of such a being falling ill, not in Polaris.
Wait, isn't the Auroricle old like that? Didn't you say you saw troubling signs in the sky? You said you were worried about her. Her temple isn't too far. Maybe the wizard should go and check on her. Or maybe she would know something at least.
Such a smart girl. Doesn't know when to be discreet, but smart. Yes, there were signs the Auroricle is in distress. It might be related. Getting to the Sunless Shrine won't be easy, but that's your problem. Go out the back and Mallory can show you which way to go.
Listen, wizard, if you're going to see the Auroricle, I'm coming too. I've heard she can see the future, and I've got some questions. The witch told me about the Auroricle, but refused to take me. I asked why, and she said, because I said so. I'm not satisfied with that. So, this is the way. Once we get above the icefall, supposedly, we just follow the river straight to the Sunless Shrine. Let's go. Uh-oh. I think that was the path to get above the icefall. Looks like there's been an avalanche. We'll have to find another way. Hey, check out that cave over there. Maybe there's someone in there who could help us. Worth checking anyways. Oh no! It's a Yeti! It's gonna eat us! Run!
Wait, don't run! I'm a Yeti, but I'm no monster! I was raised by a shoemaker in Marleybone. I'm a vegetarian, honest. Seriously, come on in. Warm yourself by my fire. I haven't talked to anyone in weeks. I'd enjoy the company. There you go. It's cold out here. A good campfire is mandatory. Preparation is key on an expedition like this. I always come fully equipped. So, what brings sophisticated folks like yourselves way out here? You need to get above the icefall? No worries. I totally got you covered. I got ropes and everything. Hey though, maybe you could do me a favor first? I'm looking for another Yeti. I have been for my whole life. I've heard there were sightings out here, and I've seen tracks. But turns out, this Yeti's like totally elusive. Either that, or it doesn't exist. The Ice Blight Elves know something, though. They tease me every time I go out. If you could get them to talk, that'd be so awesome.
want to know about the wild she-yeti? I'll tell you. She's wild. I don't know where she lives, though. You'll have to ask Lord Groff.
You got them to talk? Awesome! So there really is another Yeti? And it's a she-Yeti? Whoa! This is totally coming together. Have to ask Lord Groff, eh? Can't say I'm too happy about that. Groff is really gruff. He's not someone I consider cool. I suspect he won't be too friendly about this. Truth be told, I'm an explorer, not a fighter. Maybe you should go ahead and soften him up. I'll just gather up all my gear, break down my camp and everything, and then I'll catch up. All right? Yeah, all right.
Excuse me, did I invite you into my glen? I don't think so. You're going to get a cold reception. Enough! Enough! Back off already! All this fighting is making me hot! What is it you want to know? You want to know where that beastly she-yeti lives? Fine! Her name is Alorna. She lives in a cave up on the ridge.
Up on the ridge? I knew I should have checked there. Thank you, Lord Groff. Maybe you're a righteous guy after all. Well, what are we waiting for? I've been dreaming of this moment my whole life. Come on, I'll race you to the cave. But don't you see? I understand. I felt isolated and frustrated just like you. We don't have to be alone anymore. We've got each other. I don't know. I'm starting to feel a little awkward here. She got this hungry look in her eyes. I think I might need a hand. Oh, gnarly. Not only was she unfriendly, but she was dirty, too. This place is just gross. Meet me outside. That was close. You think she really would have eaten me? Crazy. I don't even want to think about it. You know, I always imagined that if I found another Yeti, we'd understand each other. Guess I had it all wrong. I think we're probably done here. I know. How about we tackle that ice fall? I've been wanting to climb that thing ever since I saw it. Don't worry. I'll do the climbing part. I'll lower a rope for you. Get you up there and then you can be on your way. Hey, what took you so long? No matter. Come on up. You're not going to believe it. The view up here is awesome. Wow, wasn't that an exhilarating climb? Totally life-affirming. Speaking of which, thanks for helping me out on my quest. You know, I realized something while I was standing here. I went in search of a Yeti, and I wound up finding myself. Pretty deep, eh? So yeah, I'm just gonna hang around here for a while and take it all in. I totally hope you guys have an awesome journey, though.
Yeah, thanks, Zoot. Stay mellow, or whatever. It's really not that much farther now to the Sunless Shrine. Check it out! I think that's the shrine right there. We just follow the frozen riverbed and steer clear of the numbskull ogres. Let's go. Wow. You don't see something like that every day. I guess that's why it's called the River of Frozen Tears. No one's been here in a long time. Look at the doors. They're frozen shut. You know, I remember reading something about a ritual here. I think we have to light a fire in the two braziers to unseal the door. Not much to burn around here, though. Actually, I have an idea. We can gather a couple of the Numbskull Ogres clubs and use those for firewood. Don't worry, I got your back. That should do it. Let's go toss these clubs into the braziers and light them up. Looks like that did the trick. Guess we're going in now. I wonder what we're going to find. You go first.
The stone chamber appears to be ancient, but it's been immaculately maintained. The air still feels clean and fresh.
Jeher Hardin, children of the New Age. In your tongue I am called Vigilant Perrin, and I extend to you the welcome of the Sunless Shrine. From the dawn of this age to this time of twilight, my fellow Luphalim and I have maintained our vigil here. The Auroricle foresaw your coming many centuries ago, and all this time we have waited to administer the trials. To gain audience with the Auroricle, the first trial you must face is the trial of courage in the north wing of the shrine.
Terror hounds. Why'd it have to be terror hounds? You mean that was only the first of the trials? Great. Can't wait to see what's coming next. Why is this stuff always so difficult?
Jehoiakim, young one, you have completed the trial of courage. To gain audience with the Auroricle, you must prove you are as wise as you are brave. You must face the trial of wisdom. In the South Wing, you will meet two brothers. One of them will always bear false witness, while the other will always speak the truth. One of the brothers has poisoned claws. He must be struck down first in the duel. Pay close attention to what is said.
Look, I'm going to tell it to you straight. My brother is the one who cannot be honest.
That's not true. He's the liar. I would never deceive you.
I'll tell you this much. If you asked him, he'd tell you that I'm the one with poisoned claws.
Nicely done. It took me a little while to figure it out. You're pretty sharp, you know that? All right, so 2 trials down, 1 to go. I think we can actually do this.
Jehovah's, young sage. You have proven you are as wise as you are brave. For your final trial, you must prove your skill at arms and face the trial of valor. Vigilant Gerillo awaits you in the sanctuary. He will test your mettle.
The Auroricle has foreseen that you will visit her, but only when you are worthy. It may be that you will have to return another time. Even if I wished to, I could not go easy on you. It is my sacred duty to ensure you are prepared for what is to come. Well fought. It is clear you have faced many battles before today, and they have honed you into a champion among the children of this era. Return to Vigilant Perrin, and he shall usher you into the Auroricle's presence.
Jahor Valur, young champion. You have faced Vigilant Gerillo in a duel, and proven you are as valiant as you are wise. You have proven your worthiness to gain audience with the Auroricle. I shall presently usher you in to see her. Before you enter, however, you must know that she is fragile. We do not know what has befallen her, but she appears to have taken ill. Perhaps it is simply time. She has awaited your coming since the dawn of this age, an age now in its twilight. You may enter the Auroricle's chamber. Hear her counsel, but do not expect to fully comprehend it. That often takes time.
Now that is something you don't see every day. I read the ancient text, but I never imagined she'd be so beautiful.
Not all things are definite, but we always knew the moment would arrive, and so it has. We watched as the first world was destroyed and wept. Then the song was sung and the spiral was woven. We forestalled our sorrow. But that which was frozen in time and in our hearts flows again. The first sign is nigh. A shadow comes to tear land and sky asunder. After, it soon is only a matter of time. When the sand settles, the spiral shall end as it began, with a broken heart. Hearken to me, though. Should the moment rise, the sundering shall be stopped, and the hastening shall be slowed.
That was interesting. I didn't really understand it, but it sounded pretty important, don't you think? You should go back to the witch's house and tell her what the Auroricle said. Maybe she can make something of it. I'll catch up with you. I have some questions for the Auroricle myself. I'm hoping she'll be a little more clear with me.
There you are. It's about time. Ivan's here now, too. He's been waiting, with all this coming and going places like a circus.
I know, it's kind of fun, isn't it? So many exciting things going on. Have you heard the riddles the Auroricle spoke to the wizard?
I'm more interested in hearing why you disobey me, girl. But not now. Let the Oski speak. He's been waiting for the wizard to return.
Yes, Ivan comes from Auroricle Station. Very bad there. Rasputin has turned town into prison camp. This is where he takes prisoners from Bastille. Many, many penguins there, being forced to work in Rasputin's mine. Ivan needs wizards' help to free them. What do you say, comrade?
You should go. They need you. And that'll give us time to research and try to figure out the meaning of the Auroricle's riddles.
Perfect. Then Ivan will go ahead. He will meet you on road near Auroricle Station.
Don't delay, wizard. I need to have a word with my daughter. And then it sounds like we have some work to do.